If you're coming to Disney World in 2026, you might be wondering a little bit about the Disney dining plan. So I'm going to break it down so you can decide if it's right for you and yours on your next trip. So if you've used the Disney dining plan before, you might be thinking,
I don't need this, I know what it is.
Well, it's actually changed quite a bit over the last few years, especially since 2020, so you might want to stick around. If you're new to it, the Disney dining plan is fairly straightforward as far as what it is. So it's essentially a prepaid meal plan where you can pay ahead of your trip, and then in return you get credits. So you use your credits to purchase your food throughout your vacation. It makes it a little bit almost like an all-inclusive. Like you don't have to worry about paying for most of your food once you're there, so then there's not big credit card bills when you come home. Now, it is important to know not every single restaurant participates around Disney World, but almost all of them do. So from different restaurants to quick service locations, there is a lot of places that you can use this plan and enjoy all of the splendor that Disney World Snacks has to offer. Now, there are currently 2 types of dining plans. There used to be more, I know, I wish there were also more. Now there are currently 2. So the first one is the quick service dining plan. Like the name suggests, it is only for quick services. This is also going to be the most affordable of the 2 if you are worried about budgeting or how much you're paying for things. Now, this is based on nights per person. So if you are checking into your Disney World hotel, your first night there, that's when your dining plan is going to kick off. Okay, does that make sense? And it is per person. You can't buy one and then hope that just everyone can eat off of it. It is based on per person. And if you get it for your room, everyone needs to participate. So what this includes per night per person, it's gonna be 2 quick service credits. So that is 1 entree and 1 drink at your quick service of choice, within reason, of course. It also means 1 snack and 1 non-alcoholic drink per night. And then you also get 1 resort refillable mug. So if you're at your resort or if you're at any Disney World resort and you've got that mug with you, free sodas, free hot coffee, free water, that kind of thing, which the water's always free, but now you can put it in a resort mug. That's colorful and fun. Now, the other option is the Disney dining plan. This is just the standard plan, and this is kind of a mix of quick service meals and table service meals. So what this includes per person per night is going to be 1 table service credit. That's going to be an entree, a dessert, and a drink of your choice, which is very nice. And you can use that for select alcoholic beverages if you are of age and want that, which is another way to kind of maximize your usage of the plan if you're into alcoholic beverages. You're also gonna get 1 quick service credit. You're gonna get 1 snack credit or 1 non-alcoholic beverage. That can be something fancier, it can be a soda, however you choose to use it. And then you also get 1 resort refillable mug, because who doesn't love a resort refillable mug? So the specific number of meals and snacks and things that you can access are going to be determined by how many nights you actually stay during the package that you purchase. The meals and snacks can be redeemed throughout your trip. So you need to think of it more as a total and not necessarily per day. So if you are going to 2 table service meals and you really want to eat them in the same day, you can use 2 of your table service credits, but it means it's going to be different. You're not going to have one for that next day. So think of it as a total rather than by day. Unused meals and snacks are going to actually roll over, but they will expire on the day you check out. That's why we say it's by per night. So the day you're checking out, you don't have another night at Disney World. Even if you plan on spending the entire day at the parks, it's gonna expire at midnight on your day of checkout. So, something to be aware of. Meals and snacks are also non-transferable between party members. So if you know you're not gonna use that quick service credit and you don't feel like worrying about it, you can't just give it to whoever. They have to use their own, or you have to go and purchase your quick service meal and then maybe give it away. That's the only way to do it. They can't just go do it without you. Now, beverages are included in each meal. I kind of already talked about this, but I want to say it again just so that way there's no confusion. Guests under the age of 21 can actually choose from a variety of non-alcoholic beverages. Sometimes they have like those big fancy lemonades that feel very exciting, or even mocktails that oftentimes can be considered one of those under 21 fancy beverages. Guests over the age of 21 with their valid ID can actually substitute their drink for beer, wine, or select cocktails on the menu. But before you order, be sure to ask your waiter what counts on your dining plan, because we would hate for you to think you're using a credit and in the end you actually have to pay for an extra drink. Non-alcoholic beverages are going to include things like milkshakes, fresh smoothies, premium hot chocolates, tea, soda, coffee, all of those fun things that are a little bit better than just getting water. Alcoholic beverages are going to include things like ciders, wine, beer, sangria, mixed drinks, or select specialty cocktails. Guests age 3 to 9 absolutely must order from the kids menu if you're using the dining plan. So if you have kiddos that, have a more elevated palate, you need to kind of prepare them. If they are anywhere from the ages of 3 to 9, they have to order from the kids menu, which I understand is a little bit frustrating. In the same vein, if your kiddo is 10 or older, they are considered an adult at Disney World and they will be eating off of the adult menu with the dining plan. So something to be aware of. Now, it is important to note that plans must be purchased for everyone in your room for the entire length of your stay. So anyone who is 3 years old or older, you're gonna have to get the dining plan for them. And it can't just be for 1 day, it can't just be for 2. If you're going for 7 days, it has to be for however many nights that you're going. It can't be partial, which I can understand the frustration, but it also means that you don't have to think too hard about it, and when it's paid for, it's paid for. Now, one thing that is especially nice about the Disney Dining Plan in 2026 is Disney is running a massive deal for free dining for kids in 2026, the entire year. This is actually huge, and this is the reason that it's so important to constantly be checking back. And just because maybe you've done something before doesn't mean it's always going to be the same. Disney's always changing, and this is one of the better changes that we've seen this year. Anyone who is staying in any of the Walt Disney World owned Disney hotels and purchases the dining plan, they actually get a free Disney dining plan for kids. So that is ages 3 to 9. The dining plan does have a few caveats to get the free one. You do have to purchase it for everyone else in your party. So if there are 2 adults in your room or 1 adult in your room, you do have to purchase it for yourself. And then any kiddos who are on the room after that are going to qualify for that free dining plan. Now, I will say, we've already talked about it, but I'm gonna stress it again here. Kids aged 10 and up are considered adults when it comes to the dining plan. So if you have kids that are 10 and 11, you're not gonna qualify for that free dining plan. But if you've got kids aged 3 to 9 and you get the dining plan for yourself, they're gonna get it for free. This can actually be a huge money saver, especially if you do have younger kiddos with you or within your party. You might not think that your kids are eating a lot, but if you're gonna have to pay for the dining plan for them anyways, you might as well get this for free. This is a huge perk this year, and we don't see this all the time, so definitely take advantage of it if you can. Now, we did talk about free dining, so we're gonna talk about the cost as well. What is it gonna look like if you're paying for the Disney dining plan? This is where we're gonna go back into talking about the 2 different kinds. So for the quick service dining plan per person, for adults, it's gonna be $60.47. And then for kiddos, $0 in 2026. Of course, if you're watching this after 2026, I can't guarantee that it's gonna be $0 for kiddos. Now, for the Disney dining plan for adults, it's going to be $98.59 per adult. And then again, that 0 for kiddos. Very exciting. We really love seeing 0 for kiddos. Now, this is going to be priced per night per person. So 2 adults, you gotta pay that fee twice, and then for however many nights you're going to be there at Disney World. There are constant updates. There are a lot of seasonal changes that go on. So make sure that you're kind of checking back of those little details when it comes to the dining plan. But for the most part, this is gonna be the same for all of 2026. Disney does do annual price raises around October each year, so we could see an increase next year on these prices. So if you're watching this in 2027, double check the prices. So in 2026, you're gonna see some zeros, but it could be a little bit different in 2027. So how do you use the dining plan? Luckily, this part is super simple, and it's probably one of the most exciting parts about being on your vacation. So once you're there, you're going to present your valid Disney Resort ID. That's just basically your magic band, or it's going to be your Disney mobile pass if you have it on your phone. It also can be your physical room key if you go to the front desk and get one. There's a few things. 9 times out of 10, I'm using my magic band. That's just the easiest way to do it. You're gonna pass it to the server or the cashier wherever you're checking out, no matter your dining plan, and they're gonna handle it for you. When you're dining at table service restaurants, a lot of times they're going to ask if you are using the dining plan at the start of your meal, so that way they can help you understand what's available to you, what counts towards your dining plan, and that way they can grab your magic band when it's time to check out and you don't forget, because that has happened before to me as well. Sometimes I'll forget. Now, a huge pro tip is that you actually can use mobile order when you're at the quick service dining locations when you're using your dining plan. This is so nice, and it's super, super convenient. You can use the My Disney Experience app to actually check all of the details when it comes to your dining plan. You can see what reservations you've made for your table services, you can see what plan you have, and you can see how many credits you have left throughout the course of your trip. When you're actually mobile ordering on your quick service dining plan, it will tell you what counts, how much it's gonna cost you, and at the end, it'll show your total of credits and not necessarily the money you're spending. So that way you don't get confused, and it's pretty straightforward what you're using on your dining plan. It's super, super nice, and one of the best things about the My Disney Experience app and the Disney Dining Plan together. Now that does kind of go into our next topic, which is how do you know exactly how many credits you have left? Now this can actually work a handful of ways, which is nice. It means that you have a lot of opportunity to check and make sure you're not overspending or spending when you're not needing to. Your dining plan is electronically linked to your reservations. So that means that you can keep track of your remaining meals, your snacks, and all of that jazz in 3 separate ways. First, you can do what we already kind of mentioned, which is view your remaining meals and snacks in the My Disney Experience app, which is very nice, you know, it's just in your pocket. You don't even have to worry about it. You just pull your phone out and all of your information is there. The second way is you can actually check your dining receipts. So after you check out at your quick service or at your table service restaurant, go towards the bottom and you're going to see printed there along the bottom exactly how many table service credits or quick service credits or snacks that you have left on your dining plan. So that way every single time you use one, you kind of have a quick reminder there on your receipt. Finally, you can ask your resort concierge or any of the Disney World guest relations cast members to pull up your information, and they can tell you that way. If you're just not sure, you're still second guessing, you have My Disney Experience, you have the receipt, and something isn't looking right, a guest relations cast member can pull up all of your information via your booking details, and they can obtain it at any time, and it will be live and accurate. So if anything's not making sense or you're kind of confused about some things, they can take good care of you. Now, we do have a lot of common questions about the dining plan as well, and hopefully we can take care of all of that for you. First up is, can I use it at Disney Springs? The answer is yes, but it is only at participating locations. So not every single location is gonna let you use that dining plan. That's definitely something to look into before you make your reservations or before you go check out or before you even start to dine there. Just triple check that they use the Disney dining plan. Is gratuity included? No, it is not. Gratuity is not included with your table service meals. So if you want to leave a tip for your waitress or your waiter, you're gonna need to do that separately. It is not included within the fee that you already pay. Next up, can I use the Disney dining plan at any table service restaurant? Now, most table service restaurants are included. I would actually say a majority. Many signature and special dining experiences are actually going to use up to 2 table service credits, which is important. Cinderella's Royal Table is a good example of this. You're actually gonna have to use 2 credits to dine there on the Disney dining plan, which might not be something that you want to do. Now, I will say other signature dining experiences like Monsieur Paul, Kumite, California Grill, Space 220, all of those, they do not accept the dining plan. So don't waltz in there and think, well, I've already prepaid for this, I'm actually gonna get a great deal. You're not, because it doesn't count. It doesn't work like that. Luckily, it is not a huge amount of restaurants that require 2 table service credits, or they don't take it at all. Here's an example list of all of the restaurants that actually require 2 table service credits. Topolino's Terrace is dinner only. Cinderella Royal Table, Akershus Royal Banquet Hall, lunch and dinner only. Storybook Dining at Artist Point, Le Cellier, Hollywood Brown Derby, Be Our Guest, Tiffin's, Hoop-Dee-Doo Musical Review, Flying Fish, and Yachtsman Steakhouse. So all of those that we just listed off, they're gonna cost you 2 credits, which again, if you're trying to get the best bang for your buck, that's probably not the best option, but it might be for you and yours. Our next question is, what is considered a snack? Now, this is where things can get really intentional, if that makes sense. If you are trying to absolutely maximize your Disney World dining plan, you want to make sure you are getting every single penny's worth. The snacks are going to be very important. Snacks can be a variety of things from frozen novelty ice cream bars, fruit bars, those are going to be a snack, 2 scoops of hand scooped ice cream, a popcorn scoop, it has to be a single scoop, a piece of whole fruit, a single serving bag of chips, a 20-ounce Coke, or that also includes Dasani water bottles, which I don't recommend using your snack credits on. You can also get a 20-ounce fountain drink, a single serve coffee, hot chocolate, hot tea, milk, juice, a cup of soup, and then also some additional toppings. So like if you are at Casey's Corner and you want a side of cheese, that's gonna be 1 dining snack credit. Now, Not all snacks are created equal. Make sure when you're purchasing your snacks, if this really is important to you, that you are being intentional. I don't want you to spend your snack credit on a $4 bottle of water when you could get something that is well above that $4 price range and a little bit more fun and Disney-like. It can honestly feel like a bit of a waste if you use your snack credits on a sauce or a drink or that bottle of water, because the sauce is $1, but then you could also go get 2 scoops of ice cream for $5, $6. And then it's not created equal, and you'll be frustrated that you've wasted that snack credit when you could have gotten a lot more bang for your buck. Just pay the $1 and then use the snack credit for something else. Some of the best Disney Dining Plan snack credits are the blue and green milk over in Hollywood Studios, the zebra domes that you can find at Animal Kingdom Lodge. This is a delicious one and much better than using it for a sauce. Animal Kingdom savory snack stands, a lot of their options actually are within the Disney Dining Plan. Gourmet cupcakes are considered a snack. That's a good bang for your buck option. Specialty coffees and novelty beverages. So if you want that new like special fun cold brew in Magic Kingdom, use a snack credit. Don't waste it on that bottle of water. I feel very passionate about the water apparently. Funnel cakes, and then a lot of Epcot bakeries will also use the dining plan. Kringle Bakery and Layal, both of those options you can use your snack credits there. And then even some of the Epcot Festival snack portions will count towards your dining plan. All of these things are much better than just like a Mickey bar or, you know, a soda or whatever. Like, I think there are so many better and more exciting options that can be a smarter financial choice. Our next question is, can you turn 2 quick service credits into a table service credit? No, you can't. I wish there was more to say on that, but the answer is just no. Can you use the Disney Dining Plan at lounges? Now, this one was a huge one when they brought back the Disney Dining Plan just a few years ago after it had been gone for a while. And the answer is yes, but we don't necessarily recommend it. It's gonna count as a table service credit if you use it at a lounge, which is probably not going to be the best use of your money. If you are at a lounge and you use your table service credit, you're actually going to get a drink, an entree, and a dessert, which is very nice. But keep in mind that a lot of the lounges, the plates and entrees are gonna be a lot smaller than what you might get if you just go to the actual table service restaurant that they're connected to. So whether it's really worth it for you and your group, it's something that you need to kind of think ahead on. I love a walk-up lounge. I love to just like decide that, oh, come on, go get a bite here and not have to really think about it. But if you're on the Disney Dining Plan and you want to be intentional with it and not waste any money, you're gonna have to think ahead. I know that stinks. I don't really love thinking ahead if you don't have to, but the thinking ahead part is the part that kind of stresses me out the most, but luckily we've done all of that for you. If you need help deciding what restaurants are worth it, which ones we recommend, you can actually just go ahead and scan this QR code. You can also go to AllEars.net/bestrestaurants, and we are going to give you a full list of our 24 best restaurants around Disney World. It even has our cast rankings on it, so you can kind of see what is most interesting to you, which restaurants we live and die by, and which ones that maybe is not right for your Disney Dining Plan. Plus, it's all free. So let us take the guesswork out of it. Let us do it all for you. Why not? Your vacation should be magical. Let us make it more magical. Another major thing that we get all the time when we talk about the dining plan is it worth it? This is not a black and white answer, and I really wish it was. It's going to be worth it for a lot of people. It's going to be for guests who love to plan ahead. They love to make a more all-inclusive experience, and they're trying to be intentional about how much money they are spending well before they even get to the theme park. It's also in 2026 going to be a great option for families who want to utilize it, but they have kids that are ages 3 to 9, so they can use that free dining plan. This might even be worth it for a lot of first-time Disney World visitors. You don't have to worry about the food, you don't have to think too hard about it. It's kind of handled for you within that system. It's also going to be great for anyone who just wants convenience. It is so convenient, and you don't have to think twice about it. You hand over your Magic Band or your room card and you're kind of done. Someone else is taking care of it, and now you just get some fun snacks and entrees, and it's done and it's handled. It's also going to be great for any adults who drink alcoholic beverages. Alcoholic beverages are definitely the way to make sure you are getting the biggest bang for your buck at every single meal. And if you get a non-alcoholic drink at your table service or a table service restaurant when using the dining plan, it's not going to be as financially worth it, in our opinion. If you absolutely love character dining, the table service option can also be a great time for you. Now, it's also not going to be for a lot of people. If you are a family who doesn't eat a lot, you definitely prefer snacking around, or you share a lot of meals, don't do the dining plan. You're gonna have too much food, you're gonna spend too much money, and in the end, it is going to be a waste for you. Guests who like flexible or off-site dining, you definitely should skip the dining plan. If you want to be super, super flexible and you don't wanna have to kind of like plan your meals, this is not going to be the thing for you. You do have to be intentional when it comes to the dining program, and you do need to use it at Disney World. You can't use it anywhere else. So if you're gonna prepay for your food, you might as well get it. And if you don't want to eat at Disney World every single meal, maybe consider skipping this. Also, for families who have kids that are older than 10 but can't necessarily eat adult meals just yet. Like we've talked about already, kids 10 and up do actually have to eat off of the adult menu, and they have to grab the adult dining plan. And if you know that your kids can't do that, they're not going to utilize it, or they're going to be disappointed by a lot of those meals because they're still working on their palates, this is probably going to be a waste for you, and you're going to spend a lot of money for them to not eat this food. Finally, it's also not going to be worth it for guests who need to make the most of it. Now, for some people, it can kind of feel exciting to like hack the Disney dining program, get as much as you can out of it. But if you really just want to go in and get the best bang for your buck, you want to get full value out of everything without having to be intentional, this is probably not going to be for you. A lot of times, if you're trying to get the best bang for your buck out of the Disney dining plan, you're going to be needing to order the most expensive snacks, the most expensive meals, and the most expensive drinks that are included within the plan. And for a lot of people, they don't want that. Maybe you don't want the big steak every night with the biggest cocktail you can find. But if you're trying to be budget aware and you're trying to make the most out of the money you've spent, you're going to need to do that to make the most of the dining plan. So if you don't want to do that, the dining plan is not really for you. If you prefer a more relaxed or casual dining experience, or just trip overall and you're not worried about maximizing credits, the plan's just gonna feel restrictive and it's going to feel almost controlling to your entire trip. So if that sounds like not fun to you or not worth it, just skip it. We won't judge you. We skip it a lot. It's not always going to be worth it. And there you have it. That's the Disney dining plan, the basics that you need to know before diving in. We hope you have all the best snacks or save all your money. It just depends on what's right for you. If you liked this video, go ahead and drop a like down in the comments. Be sure to subscribe and comment this secret code down below so that way we know you made it all the way to the end. We upload games, tips, tricks, and challenges almost every single day of the week from Disney World and beyond. Why? Because we're serious about fun. Bye!